This is King H, the king of Manu, the Pan-African king, the philosopher king, the spiritual leader of Ambazonia. Welcome to the mind of King H. The Secretary General of the Commonwealth is visiting President Paul Biya in Yaoundé. I said, so what? Who gives a damn if she's visiting? I don't give a damn if she's visiting Yaoundé. That doesn't interest me. What interests me is to see Southern Cameroon, British Cameroon, West Cameroon, Ambazonia rise and secure its independence. And we are on our way. We're doing that because the only way forward for all Southern Cameroonians, for all English Cameroonians, for all Ambazonians to secure independence is to fight this war that the President of the Republic has declared upon us. They're killing us, but the good thing is that we are also now killing them. Nations are built because people make sacrifices. When we don't make sacrifices, when we are not willing to fight for what we believe in, when we are not acting to preserve our own lives, then it's not gonna be for our own interests, but the interests of our enemies to obtain what they want. But so long as we believe in ourselves, so long as we believe that we are Southern Cameroonians, we are West Cameroonians, we are Ambazonians, and we are different from French Cameroonians. It doesn't matter if the world does not accept the fact that we have declared our independence. It doesn't matter if they don't, if the world, if the UN, France, Britain, the entire Europe, the entire world, it doesn't matter if they don't accept that we are a free nation, so long as we believe that and we are willing to fight for that and we're willing to die for it and kill for it, then the world will learn to accept us for who we are. But if we're afraid to be who we are, if we are afraid to be who we are and who we want to be, then French Cameroonians will trample over us and continue this slavery. But this week, I saw how the Ambazonians, how British Cameroonians, how Southern Cameroonians are fighting by any means necessary to preserve their life and the future of Ambazonia. We're killing the French Cameroonians and they are crying. They are weeping for the souls of their members. But they forgot that we are human beings and that for the past 56 years, that is what they have done to us. For the past 56 years, not just 1 year, for the past 56 years, we have lived in perpetual fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what the master will dish out upon us if we don't do as they want. as they please, if we question their authority, the Ambazonian spirit never died. We're broken, but we will not succumb to this fate given to us by French Cameroonians and by France. Because don't forget, France backs up French Cameroon, which is why they do what they have been doing for the past 56 years, which is why a president like Paul Biya could be in presidency for over 35 years. Because France, the empire, backs President Paul Biya. Now, why would I call France an empire? 14 nations in Africa are part of the French Empire. And if you look into each of those 14 nations, the leaders are not supposed to be on those terms. Those long terms that they have been ruling. But why are they doing that? Those 14 nations are supposed to be democratic, which means after the term, somebody else is supposed to take over. But that doesn't go according to the plan, because those presidents decide to stay in power, and instead of them stepping down, they refuse to, and France backs them up because it is in the interest of France to keep those leaders in those prospective countries like Cameroon, where you could have somebody for over 35 years. Now, for over 56 years and going, we have lived in fear. British Cameroonians have lived in fear, perpetual fear. But no more. Our spirit may be broken, but it cannot be diminished. We will rise and take our land and our nation to a whole new height, because the people believe in themselves. British Cameroon, West Cameroon, Ambazonians believe in themselves. They believe in a better future, and a future that does not include the slave master controlling their lives. I gotta ask a question. Just something to think about to any English Cameroonian out there. If you were standing face to face with President Paul Biya and had a gun filled with bullets, would you take the opportunity to kill this guy, or take the opportunity to be the next puppet to be controlled by him? Because if that was me, King H, this is what I would do. I would take that bullet, empty it out on the body of President Paul Biya, and then after that, I would take a knife, cut off all his body, including his head, all the limbs, cut it off and then burn it, but keep the head so as to use that head to study the brain, to understand why President Paul Biya thinks the way he thinks and acts the way he thinks, so that we would not have any such leader in the future in order to understand the mindset of President Paul Biya. This is what I would do. And that will also be applicable to all the CPDM supporters of President Paul Biya, because these people are devils. And you don't use an angel to fight the devil. To fight the devil, you must become the devil. Why do I say that? Even the so-called angels fight wars. What makes them to fight war? What makes them to fight the devil? What makes the angels to fight the devil? Because inside every human being, there's a positive and negative force. There's a yin and yang. There's the angel and demon inside us. You can't be all good all the time, because when you're good all the time, well, that goes against your own survival, because people will take advantage of people who are always good all the time, and that will not lead to your own survival. And you cannot be bad all the time, because when you are bad all the time, guess what? You attract more bad people as well, who will want to take you out. You need a balance between good and bad, between positive and negative, between yin and yang. If you don't have that balance, if you're always turning the other cheek, trying to be Christ-like, when somebody hits you, you turn the other cheek for the person to hit you. If you're always doing that, that's going to be against your own survival. I can't live like that. I'm not a gentleman. Nah, King H.U. is not a gentleman. And that idea that English Cameroonians are gentlemen. Why would I want to be a gentleman when I'm being treated as a slave? When I'm being stepped on by everybody else, why should I be a gentleman? Nah. I'll bring the monster that is lying dormant in me. And this is what each and every Southern Cameroonian, man or woman, who have been pushed out of their own land in order to survive, we will have to think and act like devils, because we are dealing with devils, not angels. President Paul Biya is a devil. President Paul Biya is no different from Adolf Hitler. But guess what? The West is still dealing with somebody who is Hitler-like. You know, the Commonwealth Secretary just visited somebody who is Hitler-like. And not too long ago, I believe there was a French delegate or whoever that visited Biya as well. Oh no, the United Nations visited beer as well, and then came back with gifts. Somebody who kills his own people just because they don't speak French, they speak English. He kills them. And the so-called leaders of the West go in there, return with gifts. They don't give a damn about your own interests. They don't care about Southern Cameroon interests. They don't care about Ambazonians' interests. They don't care about us. So why should we give a damn about them? This is a dog-eat-dog war. It's eat or be eaten. Those who can take. Those who cannot, well, they are stepped on, crushed, defeated, belittled, manhandled. Is that a word? Manhandle? Shit. This is a world where the strong survive. So for Southern Cameroonians to survive, you will have to become stronger. You will have to learn the game of the world, which is life is war. The art of war is the art of life. Life is war. Nations fight war. For what? Interest. Southern Cameroonians have an interest. What is their interest? To be an independent nation. In order to achieve independence, in order to protect your own interests, you will have to fight this war. And I am happy. The spiritual leader of Ambazonia is happy to see what's happening. Tactics, different tactics, war tactics must be applied. We don't have all the guns that we need, but we have the brains, and we're using them and fighting and killing people who have all the weapons. That is hope. Right there, that is hope. That shows that this war we can win. It may start as a guerrilla war, but it would not end as a guerrilla war. And if the stupid thing is the fact that President Paul Biya is the one who declared this war. I wanted the interim government to declare this war, but they didn't. President Paul Biya was the one that declared the war. Beautiful. They've been killing us for 56 years. What's the worst we haven't seen? We've gone through everything. So nothing should scare us now. We know if we don't fight, we will be killed. We know that. So our only option left is to kill as many motherfuckers as possible before you're taken down. There's this saying. It's good to die like a king. You know? To die like a king means that when you're dying, other people are buried, killed and buried with you. So for each Southern Cameroon out there fighting, know that you might be killed. Know that. But before you are killed, make sure you take as many La Republic military forces down so that when you're buried, you are not buried alone. You know you are buried so many French Cameroonian military that's dying like a king. Show no mercy to your enemies. No mercy, because they show no mercy towards you. For 56 years, they have shown no mercy towards you. The world doesn't want to understand that Southern Cameroon, West Cameroon, now Ambazonia, is a free and independent state, and we will not ask the world to help us secure our freedom. We will fight and kill every French Cameroonian military to secure our independence. And when all the military arms needed is purchased and secured for our Ambazonian defense forces, who are called our Ambazonians Black Devils, because this is the time to bring out the devil inside you. This is time for all Southern Cameroonians, all West Cameroonians, to bring out the devil lying inside them to fight this war that the French Cameroonian government started for 56 years. They have killed us, raped us, brutalized us. Their system of governing is full of injustice, utilized against us. There is no option left. There is no need for dialogue with French Cameroonians. All we need to do is kill every day as many as possible French Cameroonian military as we can. Use their guns against them after killing them. Take everything that is on them, which is of use to you. You will use that to kill more French Cameroonians. The French Cameroonian citizens will have to feel your pain that you have felt for the past 56 years. Your anger, your frustration. They will feel the wrath of you. Because life is war. And French Cameroonians have declared war on us, and they have been killing us for the past 56 years. So we have no other option but to fight back. There is no other option. Southern Cameroonians are doing a damn good job with what they have. And our leaders are doing their very best to raise the funds needed to purchase the arms that we need to secure our freedom. And one positive thing that I've seen is the fact that many of the Ambazonian leaders, revolutionary leaders, are talking of unity, which is what is needed. We may not like each other. We may not like the policies, or we may not like each other's philosophy, but we must work together as Southern Cameroonians for the interest of all Southern Cameroonians. So we must keep our differences aside. And I'm saying this especially to all the leaders of Ambazonia. Keep your differences aside and work unitedly for one goal, one purpose: complete restoration of Southern Cameroon. This is King Ichu, the spiritual leader of Ambazonia. If you like what I'm talking about, subscribe to my channel and share. Till next time.